Anyone has come back? I'll give it a minute. You can't even skip through this garbage. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Okay. Update 1.60. Okay. 3 new cars. Oh, no, I don't want to see any. Just cancel. Get me out of that world map. I never want to see your little videos telling me what's new. You know, I think I need to move my head down to the bottom right. Give me a second. No, once I'm driving, that's going to be terrible. Alright, let's just drive somewhere. Let's just do a race. Yeah. I just want to do a race. In the Americas. Colorado Springs, Northern Isle, Daytona. You know what? I don't want it. Yeah. I'm going to go to Europe. I think it's not Nürburgring. I'm trying to remember the name. Yeah, let's just do this one. Just quick race. Plus 69 race bonus. We're just going to use this car. Full cross length. Yes. Regular AI. Let's do, yeah. A little bit early in the morning. You know what? We're going to do beginner level 2 laps because I haven't played in a long time. And I just want to get my feet back underneath me before I start putting it up to the hardest level. Oh my god, these guys are in McLarens. What is this? I am not winning this race. Oh my god, that guy just made me eat wall. I don't know if you saw that. But the McLaren just made me eat wall. Oh, I'm flummoxed. I need my better cars. I'm no longer braking. I'm now using their rear ends as a brake pad. Yeah, get out of here. I just wanted a nice peaceful race. I didn't want to be a life or death type of thing here. Get out of my way, my god. The Aston Martin team has been my biggest enemy so far. My goodness. This is my warm-up race. What's going on, guys? Oh yeah, that was a late break on my part. I think I bought this car and my wife styled it up so she could race it in lower competition races and just spank people. But it ended up being too much of a beast that she couldn't handle it. She was just learning how to drive in this game. And she wanted something that was a lot more powerful than the little street cars I was letting her learn with. So I was like, alright, you want to try something more powerful? Here. Good luck. And this thing is a beast, and it is not easy to drive at all. It's a lot of tapping. It's a lot of not touching anything. It's the right decision. Knowing when to brake is huge. Yeah, like that was terrible. Bad. That was real bad. Oh, look at the damage I did to that car. My goodness. We gotta lower some of those sound effects. That is so loud. Is that loud for you guys? It's loud for me. Oh my goodness. No, that's not what I wanted. Options. Sound volume, there we go. Race sound. What? No. I just want levels. Background music off, race sound effects. Why don't we put that down to 7 or 6? 6. Okay. All music is off. I hated the music in this game. This is not the right track I wanted. Alright, let's go into our garage and pick one of our nicer cars. Oh yeah, change car. I don't like this one. What is my favorite car? I mean, it is this. This is my favorite car. Just because the all-wheel drive and the power is just obscene. This thing's nice too, but it's front-wheel drive. This is nice, but I hate driving it. It just doesn't feel right. I think we're gonna play that. We're gonna use this bad Larry. Yes. And go get it washed up real quick. I know. Is it GT Auto? Yes. Car maintenance and service. Change my oil. Wash me up. There we go. It's not all dulled out. No, I don't think any of this is necessary. Everything's still perfect. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's go back and do a race real quick. I'm just going to do quick races for now, just till I get my feet back underneath me. I haven't played this game in a year, maybe a bit longer, since, you know what, I haven't played this game since before I got sick. So, it's been a minute. You know, let's do Grand Valley Highway. We're just gonna jump in here. We're just gonna do regular old normal highway. Regular AI. No, we're just going to do a nice little evening. There we go. There we go. Single race. Nothing crazy. There we go. I'm racing against a bunch of other cars. Look at the size of the spoiler on the Porsche, my goodness. A Muse GT1. That's a Porsche, come on. Oh, what? Who spun me? Someone pit maneuvered me. You jerks. You absolute jerks. Alright. I thought I could take this at about 65, but apparently I can't. They've changed the game. The game doesn't feel like it used to. Like, I can't take corners at the same speed. Like, the car feels slippery as heck. Was the Skyline too dominant in online or something that they had to, like, nerf it? Or does anyone know about GT7? I have not been keeping up with it. I amuse. What is it? GAC Maverick. There's no way you beat me in a straight line. In case anyone that's wondering, I use my right stick as my up and down for gas and brake, which is what I've grown to love about this series, is that you can do that. When they took that away for 6, I didn't play 6, I returned it completely. Like, I brought the disc back and traded it in, or we got my refund. When they asked why, I said they ruined the game. But now I got my sticks back. It actually feels like a gas and a brake again. I don't like using triggers for gas and brake in this game. That's why I never really enjoyed Forza. I tried it, but I don't like using right 2, left 2 as my gas and brake. I don't feel like I have the granularity that I do with the sticks. Oh yeah, see, now I'm going 69 and no problem with me taking that corner. Last time I was doing it at 65 and I spun right out. I don't understand. I don't understand. What? No, there we go. I thought the game was going to spin me around the wrong way there. Come on. No, we gotta beat this guy. Yes! Yes! All right. Now, is this way too large? Oh, jeez, I gotta, No, I've not tried this VR. I think it might make me super nauseous. I gotta move my head. Hold on. You guys might not, it's gotta be super loud for you guys, because that's super loud for me. It's not letting me... Move camera display. Here? There we go. Yeah. Okay. We'll watch the replay. I gotta drink some lemonade. wet my whistle. Okay. Thank you, Retro. I appreciate that. I just lowered it down to 6. If it's too low, let me know. I can put it back up. I just turn it down to my ears. I feel like I'm screaming at you. Is that better for you guys, not me not yelling at you? Retro, what's your favorite game? All time. You don't have to defend it, I'm just curious. A buddy of mine and I went through and did our favorite games per console. And mine varied so widely. But ultimately what I came down to is the original Metal Gear Solid 1 on PS1 is my favorite video game of all time. I stopped gaming for a while before that era. Before the PS1 era, I was too busy working and starting a career and all that. I miss Warcraft and I miss WoW. I didn't get to do any of those. I worked 18 hours a day and slept for 5. What can I do for you, sweetheart? Oh, you leave it? Mom's on. Alright, let me know before you leave. You look astonishing, sweetheart. Comfy and current. My niece is adorable. Her mom's on her way to pick her up. They're going to go out and have a fun day. Her birthday's coming up, so she's getting full activities. She's going to be Battlefield 1942. Okay. I did play some of that multiplayer. Here's the thing. Once the online era kicked in, I worked so much, and my job was very, solitary. It wasn't like something I was doing at communal. I was working at home. I know, back in that time, working at home, I was an illustrator, you know. I didn't have a lot of people to talk to. I didn't have a lot of people to socialize with. So I didn't get to play online with people very much, or really at all. Everything I did was pickup games. My vocal audio was overwhelmed by the game audio. Okay, that's what I was asking. You know, should I lower the game audio a bit and up my mic audio? I can do that. Let me mess with settings. Hold on. How do I get the settings from here? I think I gotta get out of here to mess with settings. I hate that you have to get out of everything to do anything in this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna lower the race settings. The race. I don't know if the replay might be a different volume altogether. Menu background music. Menu sound effects. Play race background music off. Play race background music off. Race sound effects. Replay background music. Replay sound effects. Oh my god. Everything. I mean, I love the granularity, but my goodness. Yeah, shut up broadcast mode and all the background music. I can't stand the music in this game this time. Oh, I cannot stand it at all. It's unlistenable. All right, let's go again. Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Yeah, I don't think any of my car would be allowed in any of these. What are my top 3 video games? It's Metal Gear Solid 1 PS1. Dark Souls 2. Please don't hate me for that one. And recently, I don't know if I can put it in my top 3, but my god, it's the game I've never played a game besides Metal Gear Solid 1 3. Metal Gear Solid 1 through 3 times in a row. And it's Dragon Age the Veilguard. I know. Trust me. I know how unpopular of an opinion that is. I'm well aware. But it's my first ever Dragon Age game. I've never played one before, and for a third-person character action, story-based narrative game, I fell in love with the Dragon Age franchise. Like I said, now I have Dragon Age Inquisition literally on lock to start playing tomorrow morning. What do I like about it? I loved everything about it. I love the character. It's my introduction to Dragon Age. I didn't know any of the characters. I didn't know any of it. That was my introduction to Dragon Age, and I fell in love, like so hard in love. I was told that I'm going to love Origins. But Origins, there's nothing on PS5. I can't play it on PS5. And I'm going to love Inquisition. And now that I have Inquisition, the definitive edition with all the DLC, I'm going to start playing that. I'm going to do it on stream. I've been dying to do it. I've been waiting. I've been kind of like almost like edging myself to start playing that. And I might start tomorrow. I was kind of waiting until I was done with Outward, but Outward's kind of dragging. You got to wait 3 days in between quest thing. Like Go Adventure, like they want you to build up resources and all that. I have that all done. I have all the resources. The only thing I got to do now is make my character sleep for 3 days, and that's just not fun, to grab more. Oh, excuse me, I'm having a wicked bad spasm in my side. So I can refill my health pots, refill my mana potions and stam potions. That's the only holdback I have now. There's no better armor for me. There's no better weapons for me. I have all end gear stuff now. So I just want to do the story, and the game won't let you. So I might just start Dragon Age Inquisition, and then do like this, where like a couple hours before the end of the day, we'll do a few hours of Outward. But in the morning, I'll do Dragon Age Inquisition. Let me know how the volume is on this. I know this is a quick... yeah, let's do this one. This is going to be a fairly easy race to be able to talk and do at the same time. This is a very easy track. I might lose this because I might be underpowered for what I'm seeing in front of me. But yeah. I really loved Dragon Age the Veilguard. I love the whole universe. I've watched the anime now. I want to get the 2 books or 3 books I've heard that are out. I've seen 2 on Amazon. I've heard there's 3. I can't find the 3rd one, and I'm gonna devour them. I like the fiction. I like the universe, and that's my introduction to it. Kind of like how Dark Souls 2 is my introduction to the Dark Souls universe. I never played Demon Souls. I never played Dark Souls until I played 3. And until I played 2, and then I went back and played 1 and then 3, and then I played the Demon Souls remake here on PS5 when this launched PS5. I got every game that came out when the thing launched, which I absolutely love Demon Souls, but I don't think I would have loved it when it first came out. You know what I mean? The way with my time schedule and all that, I didn't have the time to put it. Now, again, working 18 hours a day, sleeping 5 of them afterwards. So I had like 1 hour to myself, and I was usually spending it with my wife or my daughter. I didn't have time to do anything else. Some of you I know can some of you adults out there can relate. That's why I'm trying to, keep it real to who I am and who my audience is. We're adults. We have lives. We have careers. I was. I have to get my eyes fixed. The MS took away some of my eyesight. I worked for every company except for Marvel in the comic book industry. I worked for Lionsgate Films for a number of years. I worked for a lot of different commercial companies. I owned my own studio, and we worked for a lot of different companies. A lot of different advertising companies. I did a lot of commercials, a lot of music videos, people I've met a lot of people. Well, not really. I mean, by meet, it's like you meet them for 30 seconds and then they walk out of the room. So I kind of met Snoop Dogg for 25 seconds. He's like, oh, you're the drawer man, and then walked out the room. That was my introduction to Snoop Dogg. Stan Lee I've broken bread with. I've had dinner with him, so I can say I met him. But granted, there was also like 19 other people or 23 other people at that dinner, besides me, my wife, and him and his wife. We went to Morton's in New York during New York Comic Con, but I never got to work. That was what we were supposed to talk about at dinner. We never got to because there was too many people. Why I never worked at Marvel, and I still haven't worked at Marvel to this day. Not a cover, not a single interior page. I've worked at DC, I've worked at Image, I've worked at Top Cow, every single other company. I worked Dark Horse, just covers. But I've worked it. Before, and then I started doing things for Lionsgate, and I think they actually pay on time, so I never looked back, Alright, so maybe I was a little overpowered for that race. I kind of just powered through it. Oh, my stomach. But yeah, I did that for a long, long time under my studio name, And I also owned during that time, I used a lot of my money to buy a bunch of comic book shops and restaurants that, I wrote menus and worked as an executive chef for a little while when I didn't have an executive chef. That's what put me through college originally, was being an executive chef. Yeah, so that's me. I was a chef, got my hands dirty for the first half of my life. Someone noticed my artwork online way back in '96. Got the offer to do work for them, and then that kind of spiraled out into a full career, where that was making me more money than being a chef or owning a restaurant. So we sold the restaurant, and I started working full-time as an illustrator. And then I started a studio, bought a place to have said studio, and started getting real professional work. And did that for a long, long time. Bought a couple of comic book places. Loved that at first. Really loved that at first because I loved the social interaction, which I've been sorely missing at, working in a studio. The only time I had any type of social interaction were at conventions where I was signing autographs. And that was kind of the impetus to buying a comic book shop in the first place, was to have some social interaction. But then I got addicted to it, and that's all I wanted to do. And then there was another part of that business that I loved, which was buying and selling collections. Almost like what's this show, Pawn Stars. But I was turning into kind of a scumbag, and I don't want to be that. I was reveling in how low I would pay someone for their prized possessions. And there was one day where I got something for like almost less than pennies on the dollar, and I felt so good about it, and I saw the man's face as he was leaving, and it fucking broke me. And that was it. I put the place on the market, sold it all to vulture capitalists, didn't sell them to the mailing list because that wasn't part of the contract. And that's it. I walked away from being a comic book shop owner and a restaurateur. And I thought I was going to be fine being an illustrator for the rest of my life, but then I got MS. And it took part of my eyesight, specifically the close-up part where I could do my work. And yeah, the last 3.5, 4 years, I've been unemployed, and I'm very close to running out of any type of like savings I had. And because the United States government says that I do not reach the recommendations of being disabled in America, because I still have use of both my arms, and that's it. And probably because I can speak eloquently, but I don't have the memory I used to anymore. I don't have the recall I had 2 years ago, never mind 4 years ago. I don't have the eyesight I had 4 years ago. Glasses do not help. Glasses are a little bit better, but everything's still a fog. It's like a smudge, a blur. Unless you're like where my TV is. I have a big giant 72-inch TV that is 7 feet away from me, or 8 feet away from me. Now that I can see, and I can see that fairly clearly. But other than that, everything's just kind of a smudge. Like, I got my phone right here. This I have to hold at arm's length to be able to do anything with. But apparently I'm not disabled. Don't get disabled in America, kids. They don't want to help you. They don't. No matter how much money you've paid in taxes, how much you've paid in Social Security, which at my point is over $1 million I've paid into Social Security. Oh, AI is not going to take over. AI is slop. AI is garbage. I've looked at the best AI, and you can always tell it's AI. Go look at the PSN marketplace right now. It is flooded with AI slop. It's garbage. There's no personality to it. It does not look good. To the trained eye, it is hot trash. I never want to be associated with it. I don't want to use it. Anyone that does use it and tries to pass it off as their own work is a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. It is horrible. It's not good. No matter what anyone else tells you, it's bad. It might get better, sure, but right now it's trash. And it can't do pen and ink work, which is what my specialty was. Pen and ink and oil painting. You know, that's why I got the work I did. It was because of my oil paints and my pen and ink work. And the fact that I'm fast. You want a whole script storyboarded, I'll have it done for you in less than a week. You know, and then we go and do notes and I'll have the revisions done in less than a weekend. You know, sure, you might be able to do that with AI, but really, how original is it going to be? How much to a director's vision is that? How close is that actually going to be? Only as close as an AI can think it's going to get there. You know, whereas I've improved a director's vision where they went, oh wow, that's better than what I was thinking. How often is that going to happen with AI? To be honest, I'm like, let's be honest. How did that just reset me? Gran Turismo, did you just reset me for cutting across a 1/4 inch of grass? You jerks! What? Yeah, they really did. All right, whatever. Yeah, I don't think AI is ever going to be able to do that until we get something like an AGI, which I think we are 100 years away from. I don't think we are anywhere close. I think people have been trying to hint that we're close to that to get funding, you know, to try to make themselves look like Altman. He's been kind of hinting at that to try to get himself more seed money and more seed money, and that's why he's very, very wealthy right now, because he's been lying. He's a con artist, just like Melon Husk. He's a con artist first. Everything else, never. Actually, Altman actually is a computer scientist. I'm not going to take that away from him. But has he created AGI? No. Gods, no. I've seen him speak. He's not that smart. A lot of his engineers are smarter than him. He'll never admit that, but he hires well. That's why he is where he is. Same thing with Melon Husk. He hires well and buys well. He doesn't actually do anything. He lies well. Same thing with Melon Husk. He's a liar. They're all con artists. The ones that are actually in the trenches doing the work are not the ones you ever hear about on television. Just so you know. Like, the ones that are being talked about and spoken about are not the ones doing the actual work. They're the faces. I was never the face of my company. I was the one that was doing the work. I had my wife to be in the face because she was personable. I'm you've heard my mouth. I'm kind of a jerk from Southie, you know? I tell it like it is, and if you piss me off, I'm going to tell you whether you're my client or not. My wife, on the other hand, would eat a little bit of sugar with that shit that people would give us and be fine with it. I was never okay with it. Client or not, you know? Sorry, no matter what, I just need to beat this Ferrari that keeps knocking me off the road. This is a final lap, so I have to beat it just as a sense of pride. See, this is where, you know what I mean? Being who I am fucks with me. no reason why I need to beat that AI-controlled Ferrari. But if I don't, for it knocking me off the road twice, I would never forgive myself. And the Aventador just reminds me too much of what's the name of the company that the guy created in Silicon Valley? What's the name of the guy, the big red-headed guy that ended up being kind of the pedophile? Avianto or something like that. The name of that car just kind of bothers me. I don't mind coming in second behind this guy, behind the Porsche. Yeah, but that guy, he ended up being a humongous POC, right? I know he had like brain trauma as well, like, kind of like what I do, but it turned out before all that happened, he was still a pedophile. Oh, grooming kids or grooming teenagers and whatnot, and telling girls that, okay, sweetheart, have a wonderful time. Let me know if you need anything. Text me if you need anything. All right, bye. My niece is leaving. Her mom's here to pick her up. So, you know. Oh, we got the 3-star roulette. Let's go see what that opens up. Our loot box. Watch my bad replay. So the other thing, being an adult, that if you ever look at my YouTube channel, I grow cannabis. And I started growing cannabis when my daughter had cancer because she couldn't eat, and we started buying edibles, and that was crazy expensive, and no one could tell me what was in the edibles. There was no ingredients list. So I started growing my own, researched it, and started making my own edibles. And now I also have freshly press. So what I do with our cannabis that I grow is, with no chemicals, I press it into this beautiful little rosin. And this is Godfather OG. Can it get you really high? Yes. The THC content is around 27%. It's pretty strong. It's like 26.68 was on the test or something close to that. Don't trust my memory, please. I have lesions on my brain from the MS. But it's a beautiful smoke, very nice taste on it, very like a citrus on the tongue. It's really good. And the most important part is I have a giant, always spasming set of muscles from the top of my rib cage. I'm sorry, the bottom of my rib cage to the top of my pelvic bone. Every muscle all the way around is always in spasm. I'll take 2 or 3 dabs and it stops that. And I can feel like a real human boy for a little while. I don't like being stoned. I don't like any type of like drugs that make me tired or slow me down in any way. I like being up. And MS has brought me down. So I got to drink like 600 to 800 milligrams worth of caffeine a day. I do the caffeinated lemonade packets from 4C, so I can keep track of how much I'm drinking, because when I was drinking, when I was on the beans, I was just drinking straight caffeine. There was no way to really track how much I was drinking. When I was drinking 2 pots a day, it was something like 1700 milligrams, and I was like all over the goddamn place, But now that I can meter it and kind of broker it out during the day, I kind of keep myself at an even pace. They have me on this stuff called amantadine to try to help me with my energy levels, and it hasn't at all. I have to get a new neurologist, because the neurologist I had kind of sucked the D, and I've been through 5 different prognoses, and they've all been incorrect, and they've almost killed me they did kill me once. For about a minute and a half I was dead, and I don't want to go through that again, So I'm trying to find better treatment, even though I was at what is considered the best hospital for what I had, but that best hospital was just bought out by vulture capitalists, so it is not the way it used to be. The first year I was there, it was really nice, and then they got bought out, and now it's shit. It's absolute shit. Like, all the good machines are gone. Everything looks like 1952 tech. All the good beds are gone. It's all just getting piecemealed out and sold off. And it's real bad profit over people type of bullshit. Capitalism needs to go. It needs to go high. I am in the middle of a Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough right now. I am at the point where you have to kind of reconnaissance the enemy camp, and I got myself the save stuck on a tree log, so I have to go back like a save or two, but the save or two is like an hour or 3 back. Yes, that is what's holding me back from playing 2, is that I haven't finished 1 yet. I own 2. I got it for a gift a while ago, but I haven't been able to bring myself to finish 1 because of... I was trying to be coy and not play it the game wanted me to. Excuse me for that. My nose was clogging up. And, yeah, so I have to finish that game. If you know the part I'm talking about, we have to do reconnaissance on the enemy camp before you attack it. And it's like in the middle of there's like a water... not a river, it's like a stream that runs all the way around it. I was trying to sneak in to see if I could assassinate everybody so we wouldn't have to do that. I know there's a mod, but I'm on PS5. My PC, until I get some money, I can turn it on for about 12 to 20 minutes, and then it just shuts itself down because it overheats. Yes, it is. Neuropathy is a bitch to deal with. I have, the current prognosis is neurosarcoidosis, because I have a giant lesion on my spinal cord. Not my spine. It's actually on the spinal cord on the inside. So there's no way to do a biopsy. The only way to do a biopsy is to make me permanently paralyzed from the neck down. And I don't want that. I like having the use of this part of me anyways. I would like where all the pain is to stop hurting, but that is also a different thing altogether as well. They don't understand why I have no feeling except the pain in the hug area, and then my right leg, and then the top of my right knee. The stem cells was something I just talked to them about, but they warned me about the pain of the harvesting. I'm like, it's nothing. I'm in a 10 out of 10 pain almost every day when I wake up in the morning. I have to hobble I'm going to use the words, hobble my fat ass down to my office so I can get drugs in me as fast as possible, so I am not in a 10 out of 10 pain anymore. I would rather try stem cells right now, but there's a whole procedure that has to go through with my insurance and blah, 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 and we just started that, so hopefully it'll be sooner than later. Yeah, why not just... I'm going to throw a Daytona in there. Past results, none. Do you have to have a PP no limit? Can I just enter this? No, it has to be a US car. Oh, let's go try the Camaro on this then. I'm terrible at driving that car. I got to get some practice in it. Again, it's not my car, so... is this where can we do the Gamba on this? In here? Yeah, gifts. Yeah, let's do the Gamba. Receive this gift. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I'll take the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Do not give me the money. You suck. You gave me the least amount of money. Why isn't it the one that's right in front of us? 5,000 credits. Oh, yay. Okay. Great, I got a nickel. Change car. Yes, let's give me this one. Yeah, look at this. Look at this car. Let's go get our oil changed. You know what? Actually, I think the oil's better here. Right in normal, then. Let's go do Daytona. Daytona! Anyone remember that game? What crappy games those were compared to what we're doing now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to enter this. Oh, my God. I think power alone we might win, as long as I don't just smash it up against the wall constantly. Because the power in this car is kind of ridiculous. It's 900 horsepower. We're starting in 10th. Yeah, it seems right. Peace out, homie. What is this? What is this? A Focus? That's not fair. Shelby. Okay. 68 Charger RT. Beautiful car. Hey, what was everybody's first car? I'll go first. Mine was a 77 Nova SS that me and my dad spent an entire summer fixing up. And then before we got the new brakes put in, we had the new lines and everything all put in. We just hadn't put the new brakes in because I was waiting on the slotted Brembos to come in. My wife borrowed it, quote unquote, to go over and pick up her girlfriend. And then crashed it underneath a school bus after pushing 2 other cars out of the way. And she tried to say the brakes didn't work. Well, the brakes were tried at the scene. They worked perfectly. The brakes were checked in forensics. They worked perfectly. And she still swears to this day that the brakes didn't work. She was going a minimum of 105 when she hit the first car. She was doing a minimum of 85 when she hit the bus. Yeah, that was my first car. And I married this woman. So that shows how smart I am. Degrees of no. That shows how smart I am. I married this woman. No, I love her to death. She's also the mother of my daughter. I would not have not married her for anything in the world. Yeah, I don't think this is a fair race. It's not even close to a fair race. I mean, I did drive it pretty poorly. Are we gonna lap somebody? Oh, come on, let me lap him. Let me lap him. Who are we lapping? Oh my God. Speaking of what? Alright, we're lapping the Charger, 68 Charger. Alright. That guy. Alright. Finishing first. Alright, I'm gonna text my wife real quick so she'll chill out. Wives, right? Or significant others. Okay, chill with the calls. Calls still streaming. She's the only one that's not on Do Not Disturb because she was supposed to know better than to call me during streaming times because I stream until 3 every day. But somehow, she's the only one that ever calls me during streaming time. How does that happen? How, Sarah? Honey, I love you to death. I was just talking about how much I love you. But come on, man. Come on. And then she texts me back. I love her to death, like I said. But sometimes, man. Sometimes. Alright, I'm going to go show off the rest of my garage. I think the rest of the stuff I kind of won with the Skyline. I think it was once I got one of my top 5 movies. Number 1 is The Matrix. There's no other movie that comes close to my number 1, Matrix. Changed my mind. Somewhere in there is Dune 1 and 2. We can put them together or separate them. The Princess Bride. They're a perfect movie. I know I got to give away my Italian card, but Godfather isn't up there anymore. I think Goodfellas has replaced it. So Goodfellas is somewhere in that top 5. Maybe 2. And then Grandma's Boy has to be on the list because it's one of the movies I've seen the most and can watch I can watch it I can watch it all day, every day, or listen to it all day, every day while I'm working, and never get bored of it. I don't know how that is, but Grandma's Boy, hilarious, hilarious, stupid movie that entertains me to no end. Um, and then I got to put the first Hellraiser on that list too. Yeah, that kind of changed the way I looked at horror, and what you could do with horror, and it kind of changed my artwork too, a lot. Yeah, Usual Suspects is definitely on the top. Okay, here's the thing. Kevin Spacey makes things weird. All right, because Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil used to be on my top 5, but I can't keep it on there because of it. He's a PDF file. You know what I mean? I cannot keep it on there. Um, yeah, these are all my other cars. Once I got this, I think I just won all the rest of them. I don't know what. I think this was my very first starting car, the Rex STI. Um, I'm sad that they don't have a Legacy because I had a Subaru Legacy with one of these engines in it, and I used to just blow people off the street with it. It was so much fun. Um, yeah. Band of Brothers, I haven't seen. I got a little pile of shame that's on there. Yes, yeah, it's a series. My favorite series of all time, if we're talking, L.A. Confidential, Memento's great, fantastic movie, definitely top 25 for me. Again, changed the way I looked at movies and what you could do with them, which again changed my artwork a little, you know. And the way at that time when I first saw that was right around the time I was getting it. I was full time storyboarding things, uh, so it changed a lot for me. And it was also the time where I was feeling confident enough in my position where I could recommend changing the placement of scenes and not feeling like I was overstepping. If you know what I mean by that. Uh, yeah, look at this. I don't know. I don't know what my next challenge I have to do in this game is. Do not remember. I need to get 2 more cars. Yeah, most Kubrick movies. I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut, which I know is his final movie, and then there's one other one that's prior to 2001, yeah, 2001 that I haven't seen, and I can't recall the name of it right now. Oh my god, it's breaking my brain. That I've been told I would actually really enjoy. Uh, what is the name of it? For some reason, American Graffiti is coming to mind, but I absolutely know that wasn't it because I know who directed American Graffiti, and it wasn't him. Notice I didn't put any of the Star Wars movies on my favorite movies. I loved those movies growing up, but the Phantom Menace trilogy kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. They have been getting, and then the other trilogy that shall not be named. I just didn't like, just straight up, like, did not like any of them. It's not just the Ryan Johnson one; it was all 3 of them. I did not like. I was excited for them to come back. Oh no, I just missed a comment. What'd you say? Say it again. Sorry, I was looking down to take a dab. That's my bad. Bad streamer, not doing your job. Nuts, David. Is that the name of the movie? Or a movie that he did before 2001? If that's another that he's done, I'm unfamiliar. I've been trying to watch a lot of directors, like entire oeuvres, like Denis Villeneuve's entire oeuvre I've done now. I didn't know that Sicario was his work at all, and then I went through and watched both movies. Oh my God, if you haven't seen those are just astonishing. Those are great movies. I can see why he was a candidate to get Dune because of those movies. Not just because they're in the desert either, but just the cinematography and the decisions made and everything. It was just damn near perfect. Night Stalker. Yeah, it's the original. Oh God, Silence of the Lambs. But it's not. It's the Red Dragon. Or am I getting that wrong? Oh, Nightcrawler. Yeah, with James. Not James. Mulholland Drive. Is the only Lynch film on my pile of shame. I've watched a trailer for it, and then someone showed me like a 15-minute scene, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta watch this, and I've never. I own it. I own a Blu-ray, like Criterion collection of it, and I haven't watched it yet still. Why? Because I want someone else to watch it with me. I can't get my wife or my daughter to watch it with me. My daughter won't watch anything with me that has sex scenes or nudity, and which I understand. It's not a thing. I don't make it a thing. She says no. I just let it go. But my wife won't watch it with me either. She doesn't really like Lynch stuff, but that's beside the point. I just want someone to hang out and watch it with me. It doesn't feel like a movie I want to sit there and watch by myself. I might be wrong. Feel free to tell me, no, it's good. You should just watch it. I'll listen to you. I'm kind of just waiting for someone to tell me that. All right, what was I supposed to do out here? I don't feel like I'm actually at the level where I should actually be trying to do missions here, but let's try one. Oh no, these ones suck. I don't want to do any of these missions. Is it the world's no cafe? Yeah, the cafe. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. No. I know. Jake Gyllenhaal is awesome. Oh my God, he's awesome in that movie. Oh no, I've definitely seen. I think I've seen it like 4 times. That movie's awesome. I make other people sit down and watch it with me, just because they're like, oh no, I haven't seen it. I'm like, oh, you need to see this. Same thing with Zodiac. That's one of the ones where no one's seen it, but I'm like, you guys just need to sit down and watch it. Some of the performances in that movie are so goddamn good. Just like, how'd you not see this? What was the other one that I was watching the other day? They just had great performances in it, but no one's seen it. Oh, I was watching it with my daughter. My brain's gonna fail me. We were like, oh, this person's in this and this person? It was blowing our mind. Oh, God, Jack Black was in it, but now I can't remember what that... But young Jack Black, real young Jack Black. I can't remember the name of the movie now. This is what's living with mental disorders. It's like with neuropathy, yes. With big holes in the back left of your brain, you can't have the best recall like you used to. I used to be able to recall anything at all times. It was a pretty cool trick, just knowing everything at all times for the past 49 years of your life. Remembered every day, every minute of it. Now I can't. It's driving me nuts. All right, menu books. Is this what we're supposed to be doing? Collection Supra. So we have to get a 97 Supra. Hints. How to acquire used cars by spending credits. Oh, let's go check the used cars. See if there's a 97 Supra kicking about. What is Hot Legend cars? No, isn't this the Brand Central Garage? Where's the used cars? There we go. Hot used cars. We need a 97 Supra. Ferrari, Porsche, Toyota, Corolla, Toyota, Honda Civic, Supra. What year is this? 88. Oh, I didn't even look at the car. I just looked at the Impala or Impreza Coupe. You guys suck. Supra. Testarossa. Supra. I just need the Supra. Alright. So they don't have it here. Of course they don't. Why would they? That would make too much sense for me. '97 Supra. Does he have? I know this is a weird question to ask. Does he have a YouTube channel? Rob Egger. I love video essays about movies. I watch them constantly. It's part of my love for Southland Tales. Is Jeremy Caesar's 6-7 part series about every detail of Southland Tales. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to write that down. Is it Rob Eggers? You know what? I'll Google it. It should be easy to find on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm typing this down like an old person. Is it Eggers? And then I'm texting it to my wife and telling her to ignore this part so I can have a full record of this. All right. Because I really do call it learning. Yes. I really do love insight into movies, especially movies I love. Or sometimes movie I hate. Like, I don't know why. This is completely irrational. He's never done anything to me. He's never been particularly bad in anything I've seen him in. But I hate... Oh my god, and I just knew his name a second ago. Oh my god. He's in Pineapple Express. The one about the grifting religious family with that John Goodman was in season 1, but he's not in anymore. It's like the Fabulous Somebody. Oh my god, Danny McBride. I have a loathing in my heart for Danny McBride, and I have no understanding why. Like I said, I like the movie Pineapple Express. It's fine. It's not really my cup of tea, but I hate him in it. I hate him in everything he's ever been in. I hate him. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the YouTube channel, Color of Learning. Okay. Thank you. I said it out loud, so it got picked up by the text to speech, too. So, but yeah, I have this unreasonable dislike of him and Miles Teller. I do not like them. I don't know why. I don't want to watch them in things. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them in things. Is there 97? Here we go. 97, 97, 97. No whammies. No. I mean, there's some nice cars here. My God, look at that. $20 million. Wow. They can line up 20 million of them in a row to just munch on my bum. No, that's ridiculous in this game. You know how much they want you to spend money. They're turning this into a mobile game. You jerks. You absolute jerks. All right, World Circuits. What was... Oh, no, I have to go back and find out what World Circuit has that as a prize. I hate this part of this game. So, it's a Super 20... I didn't see that one either. But anyways, this one could be Suzuka's Serpent. Yeah. Recommended car. GTO 17. Okay, I'm going to try mine first. But cool. Give me in the above World Circuits rate. Suzuka Circuit. Alright, we're going to go Suzuka Circuit. I don't think I've done this one yet. I had to have, huh? which one? Change car, obviously. Okay. All right. That's a good pedigree there. It's got to be this one, right? GTR is it PP no limit, 5 laps. It has to be this one, right? Or is it the Clubbing Cup? It's not this. Is it this? Suka's, that's a paddock. I don't know what that means. What does this mean? Okay, I don't know what that means. That's new. I don't know. I have no idea what that means. All right, let's go try this out. What? I did a little bit back in the day when 2K was in Boston. I did some. Well, me and some of the people that worked in my studio did some design work for a few games, but no, I wouldn't say we worked on video games. No, you know what I mean. We did a little bit. We did a little bit of contract work for like 6 months, 9 months, but we didn't create anything in video games really. We worked on some design stuff, like mainly backgrounds, a lot of like building cities for people type of thing. Uh, but that was it. It was really kind of basic intro to 3D modeling type of stuff, where we build stuff and they would put textures on it. But that was, yeah, I wouldn't say we worked on video games really. It wasn't our thing. You know what I mean? We were building. We had learned how to do. Well, we learned. We hired people that taught us all how to do 3D modeling for mock-ups for um, storyboards and for previs stuff. So we did some of that for some video game companies that were local, but nothing I would. Nah, I can't really. I wish I could call that credit, but not really. So I can't use this car. Um, can I buy the car that they recommended? I can't put nitrous on it or a wide body. Yeah, the GTR 17, Nissan GTR 17. Can I get that car? Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever worked on anything I might know? Because I got like 800 games in my library right now on this machine alone. I've played some video games. Lots and lots and lots of video games. Yes, this is the one they're recommending, right? The GTR 17. Yes. Am I going to regret buying this? Um. Well, one of them was doing all the storyboards. One of the first things I did, and I got flown out to California. Blah blah blah. Met with the director. Blah. It was real big for me because I was kind of a kid. I was a kid. Um, I did all the storyboards for Leprechaun, and then I drew the comic books for the Leprechaun comic book series after that. I think that was maybe one of the biggest things I did complete all myself by hand, because it's never just you're not even when it's just you'd be there if you're the storyboard lead. Like when I was a storyboard lead on stuff, that's different. But I'm still not drawing. I'm not doing everything myself. When I'm the previs lead, I'm still not doing everything myself. But with Leprechaun in the Hood, I did all of it myself. I drew every single board, painted every single piece of previs. And that was like my second job in the industry. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of throw that one in there as my big one. I worked on a lot of other stuff too that you know, but I don't want to be a douchebag and like name drop stuff. All right, we're buying this. We're purchasing it. Do I already own this? I don't know. It's only $94.7 cost. You know what? I'm gonna go look at my. I'm gonna go look at my garage and see if I own one of these already. Nissan 17. Because usually they give you the cars you need. And they don't make you go buy them. But maybe this is part of that change car. Nissan. Oh, can I use this? Is this wide? That's a beautiful car. Oh, what's the biggest thing in game development that I worked on? BioShock. The first one. But like I said, I did a little bit of design work for some backgrounds. And I did a little bit of goofing around with doing some paintings of the splicers. Splicers. Yes, splicers. Hey, brain, you worked. Can I... Yeah, I didn't even change into the car. What is wrong with me? Change car. No, I am in the car. Okay. Jesus Christ. I want to see if I can use this car. If I can, I'm going to go soup it up as hot as I can. Wait, this game's like 6 years old. Known issues. What? Did I just see that down the bottom left? Wide body, it's wide body and it has nitrous. I don't... Okay. Alright, man. Usable types. Category. Oh no, we good? Brake balance, mid speed. We're not missing it. We don't have anything, right? Category GR3? What is it? I don't know what that means. Racing. Usable tire tapes for racing. Category GR3. I don't know what that means. Alright, so I don't want to use the car they're recommending. I want to use my all-wheel drive monster. You jerks. Maybe I'll go buy another all-wheel drive monster and just spec it out as hard as I can into their whatever. Let's go see what they have for the all-wheel drive Supras. Oh, front, rear. They don't have any of the all-wheel drives, do they? No. Those are all mods. I hate you. No, they do have the four-wheel drive, but it's a rally. They will not let me use this. I want to purchase this. It's cheaper. Alright, we've leveled up. The sun also rises. I have no idea what that means. Yes, I do want to get in this car now. Thank you. Please. Alright, so. Oh, wait, I could detune my other car. What? I'm dumb. But that's okay. Well, let's spend some stupid money and just tune this shit up. Alright, so I saw that I can use up to racing. Sports hard. Yeah. You know what? Let's just get up to racing. Oh, thank you. I'm trying my best to be what I consider good. And I hopefully hit that and more often than I don't. That's all I can, you know. That's all I can hope for. Let's see if I just put everything in here. Oh, nice. Yeah, we started doing that later on as a studio, and we literally hired somebody that was kind of an expert at it. Um, Creating some Finland, and you know we learned how to do that from that, and we worked a lot in Google SketchUp. I don't know if you've heard of that, or and then that kind of became popular for a bit, and then got sold and monetized, and now it's not free anymore. I don't think it's available for free. All right, so we have all this. Weight reduction stage 4 purchase. Okay, we can't go backwards. Okay, semi-racing. I want racing crankshaft. And then club sports, weight reduction stage 1. Weight reduction, border up. Stage 2. Stage 3. Stage 4. All right. Let's go put a giant, stupid wing on it. The very first animated thing I ever worked on is, I don't know if you know Akira Kurosawa's samurai epic about Musashi Miyamoto. His final fight scene I did as a rotoscope, and it took me 7 months to work on it, and the kid still ended up like not finishing it and turning it in. I'm not going to name names, and he still failed out of college. It's kind of one of the better film schools in my area, the world. I wish I still had a copy of that because I put so much work and time into that, and he never even, like, he got into drugs and it just kind of fell out of life. So he hit a child with his car, and that was the kind of inciting incident, and that's rough. That's tough. I can't imagine having to go through that. But he let his life fall apart after it. No, I can't do any of that. I can do this stupid stuff, though. Let's do the biggest wing we can. Let's do some Enki. Free replacement. Yeah, let's do these, yeah. I like those. That's kind of the ones I was looking for. Paint color, custom pots. Front. Oh, I like that stupid looking wing. I wish they actually did I wish they improved the aerodynamics in the game. They don't, though. And if this Gran Turismo 3, they would have. But which is uglier? That's ugly. That's uglier. No, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Hi. Oh yeah. Ooh. Can we get it to look sillier? That one, I don't even think that would do what you would want it to do, as far as like deflecting, pressing down more. You would actually need a bigger wing to keep this thing on the ground, but we're not going to talk about that. It is a nice looking car right now, to be honest. No racing items. What's hood pin, tow hook, roll cage? No. Get out of here. A Supra one. All right, let's go try that race with this. I've never driven this car. We're going to lose. I'm okay with it. I have very little to no self-esteem left, so let's go lose. No, I have great self-esteem. Who am I trying to kid? I'm so full of my own shit. If you do have a copy of it, do you have it online? Would you let me watch it? Wait. What's unusable tire types? Racing. Okay, so I have to car settings. I change. So I need sports hard. Okay, so I have to go buy sports hard tires. Wait, there was already on there. Okay, so I can just do this and change. Rear tires, sports hard. Alright, let's try this. And then category. Wait, max power is 2. Why don't I understand? There's no. BOP. I don't even know if BOP applied. Our engine ECU output adjustment. I didn't buy a full coach. Alright, does that matter? Can I do that? Will that work? It's gonna be mad if it doesn't. I mean, it is a nice looking car, so I really don't care that much. But we're going. Oh, sorry, Retro. Yeah. Fight Club made me just a little bit gay. Brad Pitt in that movie, my goodness, like what the hell? Like he made me want to like do sit-ups for the first time in my life. I'm like, I'm just not doing it right. Forum, I'm assuming was that last word. So semi-racing, fully customizable computer I bought. So why can't I control it on there? I don't understand why I can't use this. All right, what do I got to take off of it? How do I detune? You can detune it, right? While you're there. This sound annoy me. PP no limit 5 laps. Okay. Category unusable tire types racing hard IMW. Okay, I don't have any of those on. Here. I can't move up or down. Bop applied. So I'm okay to enter now? Usable tire types. Racing hard. Please change your car's category is displayed next to its PP. Fuck you. Well, how is it? It's PP 725, 725. So GR3? What? Where is that shown off? Let me go look at this Nissan. Probably have to drive it stock out the fucking... Oh my god. Alright, where is it shown this? PP 588.53. Where is this G3 or less? Where? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this color is fucking heinous. I do like that dark blue. I think that's where we're going. It wouldn't let me. And it also said unlimited PP. What? This is the car they recommended. What is this? Car restriction. I have no cars that meet the regulations. Sweet. That's awesome game. Which 5 books was most influential to me? Dune 1. The original Dune, no doubt. I read it when I was like 8 years old. And then Chapter House Dune was a big one after that too. Jesus Christ, I've read so many goddamn books. Most influential to me. Story by Robert McAfee. Being an illustrator, I gotta say Eisner Miller, a studio tour where it's a studio conversation. Oh, Look, it's gonna be real hard for me not to say Wolverine number 17. It's the very first comic book I ever read in my life, and that's what started me doodling and drawing, and eventually led to me having a job as an illustrator for as long as I did. As far as influential goes, there's nothing else that comes close. Um, it changed the course of my life. Yeah, those are the big ones. Those are the real big ones. They hmm. Yeah. No, wow, you kind of stun locked me there. You stun locked me. I really need to figure out. I think I don't have a car powerful enough for it, actually. Or I think maybe this other super I have, the I think this is it might be a GT3. It's supposed to say it next to the PP. It says nothing is said next to the PP. Okay. So can we do racing hard? Okay. I just want to drive in this race. Why is this so hard? Game. I think this is, you know what? I think this is what got me frustrated last time and I stopped playing. Now that I'm thinking back on it. Because I think I stopped playing this like around the time I started getting sick. Prohibited. Category GT3. I don't know what GR3 means. What? I have everything else. Oh no, you need a wide body. Or what does GR3 mean? I do not want to Google what GR3 means. But guess what I'm about to do? I have to Google what my racing game on my PlayStation 5 needs from me so I can play it. What does GR.3? Oh, hey, guess what the number? I didn't even have to get close. Based on the FIA GT3 regulations, these cars are essentially high-performance, production-based sports cars modified for racing, and they form a popular category in the game. They often include blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it should be this very specific car. Alright, here we go. Cars listed in the GR3 category in Gran Turismo. Oh my god. Just give me the list. This is also I can win a less powerful car. They all cost 450,000 credits. And they have a maximum of 800 PP in GTR. What? Why is this all highlight? And I can't stop it from being highlight. Nope, that's just how it's going to be. Okay. No, that's a terrible website. Fandom.com is a terrible website. List of all GR.3 cars in Gran Turismo 7. It's number one. Here we go. I don't want Gran Turismo fandom.com. Why doesn't Gran Turismo have a list of this? No. I just want a list. I do not want... I'm pretty sure this is why I stopped playing this game. This is ridiculous. So, I was wrong. Like, this car is not powerful enough to be a GR3. I would have to... What's, like, my most powerful car, I don't think, is 800 pp. That's what GR3 means. You need to use racing hard. Get in there. Change car. Let me look at my garage, you jerks. Yeah, nothing is 800. This is as close as I get. That's why I said no cars in your inventory meet the criteria of that. It's an awesome game. That's so good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna go race this in something. Because that just sounds nice. We're gonna go race this in something in Japan. And I'm gonna enjoy it. No matter what they try to do to make it. GT Cup GR3. You'd think they would explain that to you. You know what I mean? They don't. There we go. Just a quick race. You know what I mean? You know, let's do this. Full course length. Regular, I don't know what the Sophie is. We wanted to see it in all of its glory. I just want to get a feel for the car, so just start it up, baby. Nice. It's heavy. Oh, that would be on the highlight reel, huh? Definitely want to watch that. Oh, well, we're kind of crossing pot of this. Please don't reset me. Please don't reset me. There we go. Thank you, game. Just gonna have to watch the replay on this one. Jesus. Yeah. Oh. I wish I had those racing softs back on. Feel the thing wanting to just, the tires to break and skid out. And not in a good way. Not going to drift through a corner way, as in you're going to start 316 way, whether you like it or not. Get out of my way, you Bugatti! Oh, I was hoping to hit that other car. We gotta at least beat the Bugatti. Get a little bit of power into it. It's not the best car I have by any stretch, but it's up there. I thought he was right behind me. Might be. There we go. I want to turn off the brake. How do you turn off the brake alert thing? I want to drive by feel again. I liked when games didn't have that. Again, Gran Turismo 3, 4 were my jams. They didn't treat you like you're a baby and couldn't figure it out on your own after just, you know, trial and error on how to drive the car and what speed you could be at each corner. Or better yet, they made you do it by trial and error and knowing what speed you could take each corner at with each different car. I liked that. Oh my god, a game that treated me like a moron? What is going on? See, if I had run this track a few times, I would know what the optimum speed would be for every single corner. And I would know it down pat. No problem. That brake thing screws me up, and now I rely on it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I'd rather be looking downfield, knowing how fast I can go. So I can see where my competitors are, you know what I mean, where the open lanes are, than looking at a brake indicator. Suspension needs some work. Needs better tires. It's a nice car, no doubt. What's an F8 Tributo? Or an 812 Superfast 17? Never even heard of these things. Yes. I love Iron Maiden. I love Dio, Motorhead. I grew up with, you know, Led Zeppelin, Queen, AC/DC, Rat. Rat was big in my house because I have an older sister. She was in love with Def Leppard. So I was in love with Def Leppard. You know, we listened to it all the time. You know, up until Nirvana. And then I think I got my own taste. I was definitely a grunge kid. You know, I was more of a Pearl Jam kid than a Nirvana kid, but that's like saying I was more of a G.I. Joe kid than a Transformers kid. Which I wasn't. I was more of a Transformers kid than a G.I. Joe kid. I don't know if that's the way I said it, but I think I said it the other way. But yeah, a lot of metal. Like, one of the first things I ever asked for a birthday gift for my grandfather was, oh, God. And he bought it for me. Being a super religious Lebanese Catholic, he bought me, oh my God, what is the name? Oh no, I can't remember the name of it. I think the name of the album was like Black Mass or something like that. It was King, oh my God, King somebody. King Diamond. It was a King Diamond album. Black Friday, I think the name, or something like that, or Friday Black Mass was the name of the album. Yes, King Diamond Nuts. Yes, that's the first thing I asked my very super religious Lebanese Catholic grandfather to buy for me as a birthday present. I think I was 14 or 15. And I asked for that. I might have even been younger. I might have been 13 or 12. No, that wasn't the name of the album. It was something very heretical, which I didn't mind. I didn't think anything of it. But my grandfather definitely talked to my parents about it. Why is he asking for this? Blah blah blah. And my mom's just like, it's just music to get over it. And I got it. It was pretty cool. Oh, Merciful Fate, the band. Okay, yes. Sorry. All right. Well, I'm going to have to leave off with that fourth place finish because I do hear people coming home. It is 3 p.m. and it's about to get kind of busy in here with people and whatnot. So I'm going to say goodbye and thank you guys for hanging out. It has been nice talking to you. I'm going to do this every day, 8 to 3 p.m. And I'm switching over from Twitch to YouTube. I don't care. Like, until they fix their policies, or I can do both, I guess. Even if I could do both, I don't think... It just seems real kind of scummy right now until they fix what's going on. I don't know. But thank you for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you, Nuts. Thank you, everybody, actually. You guys have been awesome.